I struggle with anxiety, he struggles with depression. That's a real cute mix. And there was some less than faithful action on a party's part. Nothing crazy, there wasn't like an affair, but one of us went looking for something that we weren't getting from our marriage, which can be a lack of faithfulness.
Okay.
And just like in an emotional sense, like an inappropriate friendship. And then we eventually got to a point where we were like standing at our kitchen counter and I said, I'm getting an apartment. I don't want to do this with you anymore. You suck the life out of every room you're in. It'd be easier to raise these kids without you. I'm done. I think he had gotten mad at me because my car was messy. He's like he's not OCD, but cleanliness is important to him. And he was not in that season, and we've talked, I'm not like throwing him under the bus, like we've talked about this probably before, like he was not in that season willing to like give grace. He had like no capacity to give anybody any grace. And so I remember being like, okay, you drive a 1 and 3 year old around all day, every day, and show me your spotless truck kind of thing. And he had like had some retort, and I was like, I'm done doing this with you. I'm done, I'm getting an apartment. And that was like a huge wake-up call for him. And I was not innocent in that situation, but I felt like I was the only one doing CPR on a dying marriage. Like I was trying to resuscitate it, and he was depressed, and he was checked out, and he was just not involved. And so I was just like, this would be easier without you. And that was like a huge wake-up call for him. And he like went to the doctor and got diagnosed with few things and got medicated, and we started going to counseling together. And so I mean, it took me being like, I'm done with this with you, for us to turn it around. But we did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it, looking back, was there anything leading up to that you can see now, like just for like anybody listening or watching this, of like it, because I think that the little things creep up on us.
Yeah.
The devil's plan is not to send a demon into our life and just be like, you know what, today's an affair day. Like yesterday everyone was happy, everything was great, let's just do an affair today.
Right.
And I think, so like, was there anything leading up to that you see?
Yeah, I didn't really like him very much. I realized I didn't really like him. I did not enjoy him. We had become like ships passing in the night. Like, you do this, I do this, da-da-da. We weren't really having sex a whole lot, which I think is really important in a marriage.
Do you think sex should be like a, hey, twice a week kind of thing?
I don't think it's fair to put like numerical values on that, because I think every couple's different.
Yeah.
But I think if you're not prioritizing sex in your marriage is going to suffer.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, I think, I'm trying to think if there were like, I just remember realizing I didn't like him. I don't think he liked me very much either. Like, and we've said that. Like, I loved him because he was the father of my kids, and we'd been together for 8 years by then, and we had built this life together. And there were also, I think we sometimes undervalued there were really stressful outside, circumstances. Like, there were things outside of just our marriage. Like, life continues, right? Like, life is happening all around you, and there were some difficult things happening in that season that kind of like applied more pressure to an already pressure cooker situation. But I can't think of anything that I look back and I'm like, that thing. I think it was just, we had become ambivalent about one another. And I think that's a recipe for disaster. Were
you guys the type that were like going on dates? I mean, because once you had kids, I'm sure it was very tough. Did you feel like having kids maybe was like part of that, of like all the focus went into like,
No, we've never been like that. Like, we've never prioritized our kids over our marriage. Even when it was rough, we weren't prioritizing our kids over our marriage. I think it was a mix of like mental health issues. We weren't making an effort. We had become ambivalent. And I think, like, we also undervalue, I think, like, the enemy was attacking our marriage. Because the enemy hates Christian marriages. And that's actually, Jeremy was the one that really, like, became awake to that and was like, this is the enemy. Like, this is the enemy trying to take us down. There's no reason that we should be here. Like, we're built on solid ground. Like, he's feeding us lies about one another and we're believing them, kind of thing. And through like going to counseling and starting to really make an effort with one another, we were able to, and medication and counseling and, you know, like that kind of stuff, we were able to. And now, like, we jokingly talk about, we've always done this, we've always jokingly talked about our marriage as a video game. Neither of us play video games.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
But we talk about it like levels. Like, level up. You know, like, we've leveled up. And like, we're at that, but sometimes you like level down, like sometimes you die, you know, like, and sometimes you're like, like, so, I mean, we're at the highest level of the marriage video game that we've ever been.
Hey y'all, we hope you loved this conversation. Here at Young Married Christian, we are on a mission to see a gospel-centered home made available for every single child in the foster care system. There are 400,000 kids in the foster care system, and there are 400,000 churches in America. Wow. That is crazy. This is absolutely a solvable problem, and we want to be a part of it. If you want to join us in that mission, text the word freedom to 833-370-1610.
833-370-1610. 833-370-1610.
I just did it.
And another thing you can do that is really helpful is to smash the like button on this video.
Smash it like Satan's face. Crush it like it's Lucifer's head.
It really helps us a ton, so smash that like button, subscribe to this channel.
That's it.
Smash the like button on this video.